Muhammad Ali, born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky, is one of the most iconic figures in sports history. Not only was he a three-time world heavyweight boxing champion, but Ali also transcended the ring to become a global symbol of courage, conviction, and resilience. His journey through the world of boxing, his stand against injustice, and his charismatic personality have cemented him as a cultural and political icon. Early life and beginnings in boxing. Cassius Clay was born into a working-class family in the segregated South. His father, Cassius Clay Sr., was a sign painter, and his mother, Odessa, worked as a domestic helper. From a young age, Clay was introduced to the harsh realities of racial discrimination, and these experiences would later shape his views on social justice. At the age of 12, a pivotal moment occurred when Clay's bicycle was stolen. He reported the theft to a local police officer, Joe Martin, who also happened to be a boxing coach. Angry and determined to beat up the thief, young Clay began training with Martin. This marked the beginning of his boxing career. Clay's talent for boxing quickly became evident, and by 1960, he won a gold medal in the light heavyweight division at the Rome Olympics. However, upon returning home, he was still subjected to racial discrimination, a frustration that would fuel his later activism. The rise to heavyweight champion. In 1964, at the age of 22, Clay shocked the world by defeating Sonny Liston to become the world heavyweight champion. Leading up to the fight, he famously taunted Liston, calling him a big ugly bear and boasting, "I'm young, I'm pretty, I'm fast, and no one can beat me." His charisma and trash-talking made headlines, but his ability to back up his words in the ring was what truly set him apart. Shortly after his victory, Clay made another shocking announcement. He had converted to Islam and would be changing his name to Muhammad Ali. This decision was met with controversy, especially in a time of heightened racial tension in America. Ali's association with the Nation of Islam and his friendship with Malcolm X made him a divisive figure, but his newfound faith gave him a sense of purpose and direction. Standing against the Vietnam War. One of the most defining moments in Muhammad Ali's life came in 1967, when he refused to be drafted into the U.S. Army during the Vietnam War. Ali cited his religious beliefs and opposition to the war, famously declaring, "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong. No Viet Cong ever called me Nama Honor." His stance against the war was a bold move, especially for a high-profile athlete, and it cost him dearly. Ali was stripped of his heavyweight title, banned from boxing, and faced a 5-year prison sentence, though he never served time. He was barred from the sport for nearly 4 years, a period in which he became a symbol of resistance against unjust policies. Ali's refusal to compromise his principles resonated with many who opposed the war, and he became a hero in the civil rights and anti-war movements. The comeback and the thriller in Manila. After being reinstated in 1970, Ali faced his toughest years in the ring. He fought some of the most memorable and grueling matches in boxing history. In 1971, Ali faced Joe Frazier in what was dubbed the fight of the century. Though Ali lost, the bout is remembered as one of the greatest in boxing history. 3 years later, Ali reclaimed the heavyweight title in a stunning upset against George Foreman in Zaire, in a fight known as the Rumble in the Jungle. Using a strategy called the rope-a-dope, Ali allowed Foreman to tire himself out by throwing punches, while Ali leaned against the ropes. In the 8th round, Ali delivered a flurry of punches that knocked Foreman out. Ali's rivalry with Joe Frazier continued, culminating in their 3rd and final bout in 1975, the Thrilla in Manila. It was a brutal, exhausting fight that pushed both men to their physical limits. Ali won by technical knockout after Frazier's corner stopped the fight before the 15th round. Legacy outside the ring. Muhammad Ali's impact went far beyond boxing. He was an outspoken advocate for civil rights, religious freedom, and humanitarian causes. Ali used his platform to speak out against racial injustice, inequality, and poverty. In 1981, Ali retired from boxing with a professional record of 56 wins, 5 losses, and 37 knockouts. In 1984, Ali was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a neurological disorder that affected his speech and motor skills. Despite the diagnosis, Ali remained active in public life, becoming a global ambassador for peace and charity. He traveled around the world on humanitarian missions, met with world leaders, and worked to promote understanding between different cultures and faiths. Ali's courage and conviction were again on full display when, in 1996, he lit the Olympic cauldron at the Atlanta Games. His trembling hands, a visible sign of his battle with Parkinson's, moved millions, reaffirming his status as a global icon. Muhammad Ali passed away on June 3, 2016, at the age of 74, leaving behind an unparalleled legacy. He was not just the greatest in the boxing ring, but a champion for justice, equality, and peace. His life story is a testament to the power of standing up for one's beliefs, no matter the cost, and his influence will continue to inspire generations to come. Muhammad Ali was and will always be a symbol of strength, resilience, and the pursuit of truth.